Can someone with zero experience bike over 1,000 miles across Europe? To test this theory, we'll bring in our usual test dummy.
Howdy folks, Eric here.
My goal is to make it from Friedrichshafen, Denmark, all the way down to Munich, Germany for Oktoberfest, the biggest party in the world. So I borrowed an old mountain bike from my cousin in my parents' hometown of Skövde, Sweden, and began my training. This is easily the most difficult yet rewarding adventure of my life, so I hope you enjoy the ride. In last week's video, we finally got this adventure rolling as we started off north from Friedrichshafen. After passing through lots of charming small towns and beautiful pine forests, we made it to the North Sea. In today's video, we continue our adventure along the gorgeous coastline before heading south into the heart of Denmark and enjoying a day off in Viborg.
Alright, I've gone a quick 4 kilometers. There was a big uphill. Now we have a nice view down on the dunes. Lovely vacation homes here. I love when they do the grass on the ceiling. That's a gorgeous look. Windy here today, and I'm going against it most of the time. Got my jacket on. It warms up and gets sweaty on the uphill, but it cools down a lot on the downhill. We've come out to a proper mountain bike track. I've done a couple hundred kilometers a couple hundred meters so far. It's going down in this way next. So far, bike is holding it on. Occasionally, when you get a little jumpy, this bottom part likes to get tucked in, but it always seems to pop out again. That's sort of what happens when you ramshackle together a touring setup out of a 20-year-old mountain bike. But I'm having a great time. Gonna get a little water and then back on the track. Beautiful horses there. You can see the path on the left there where I came down. That whole area gave me a lot of trouble, so I might stick to the main roads when I get the opportunity again. I just don't want to scuff up my bag so bad that it becomes an issue. This Sti 100 that it keeps having me follow, it's getting real sandy. I just don't want to do it. It's rough on the bike, it's rough on me. So I'm gonna head back, take this road back towards paved roads and then make our way that way. Got a new route, should be another 35 kilometers to my final destination. So it'll be over 40 today for sure. Quick stop, here's Forup Sommarland. There's actually a roller coaster or two in there, maybe a water park as well. As you can see, I'm heading straight into the wind here. Easily gusting 15, 20, 25 miles per hour. It's slowing my progress drastically, but I'm gonna keep at it. I'm just coming through Hune here, and you can see there's a giant sand statue and the Kulturhuset and Skulpturparken, Culture House and Sculpture Park. So that's pretty cool. Didn't even know it was here. The app has taken me back onto the Danish National Cycling Route number 1, which follows the west coast up to Skagen. I'm obviously heading south here, but it is much more manageable than the mountain biking of the European Divide Trail. So I'm probably gonna stick to this for the rest of the day. I have about 25 kilometers left, probably done 15, almost 20. Not quite time for lunch yet, but I needed a break. Here you can see what I was talking about. Number 1 in red there. That is the Västkustleden, the West Coast Trail. It is really lovely, so just gonna keep on following it. That was a really nice little nature section. Now it's a bit more of a paved road. It's rolling so smooth here, I love it. You can see there's still some dunage there in the background. Farmland to come. We just passed a sign that said Slättstrand, 19 kilometers. My next camping spot is just a few kilometers past that, so we're past halfway now, but still got another 20 approximately to go. So let's keep at it. The weather has improved remarkably. It's still very windy, but nice blue skies. Sun's keeping me warm, despite it being only about 64. Came off that main road, had to do 3 or 4 kilometers straight on there. Had a lot of cars passing me, pretty close by as well. But back on the nature track, looks like 4 or 5 kilometers until the end of that. Total of 17 left to my destination. Gonna be keeping an eye out for a picnic table now. It's time for lunch. I'm starting to feel real tired. Felt some raindrops here as I'm approaching. Those look pretty ominous, but we'll see what happens. I got rain gear. Whew. Definitely worth it. Path down that way. Ocean in the distance. Dunes as far as the eye can see. Time to get back down for lunch. I think Klithedin or Klith might be the word for dune in Danish. This sign is very faded, but nice that they have some information. Oh, there she is. I feel like I need to give her a name at some point. Another day, another cup noodle. Got some salam, some more chips, fresh bread from yesterday. That looks really good. Water boiling. I'm at the crossroads here. Not a lot of people coming by though. Anyhow, this should be perfect. Just got going again. There was a bit of rain, but it's died down. I should have realized that this was coming up. Nice little nature shelter. There's less wind here as well. Nonetheless, there's only one way to continue. There marks the end of that little nature section. Really nice. The rain keeps popping up here and there, but I've got my rain suit on, so not an issue. We have just under 12 kilometers left to the next camping spot. Looks like we're going to take a rural road. Let's see what's in store. Just showed up to Svinklov campsite. Here's my spot, 406, honestly. Not great, but plenty of room for me to put down my tent, toss my gear around. They have these at the shop here. Call it a kokosbolla. It's like chocolate and coconut and marshmallow filling. Delicious. Down to the shop, got some groceries for the next day or two. And they also have a food truck, so couldn't help myself. Got a burger and fries. See how it turns out. I got real chilled while I was out there. Got my shorts on still. It's only like 55 right now, and the wind is so cold. Looks like I got quite the sunburn going. Not ideal, but get to eat. This thing looks insane. It's like the spicy burger. Way too much sauce going on, but I know I'm gonna enjoy that. The fries are pretty tasty too. They got like a Cajun fry kind of thing going on. Nice and well done. So I'm gonna smash. Just leaving the campground. I got a quick cinnamon bun on the way out and some fresh bread for lunch. Just gonna enjoy this before I head out. Looks a bit overcast at the moment, but they're calling for mostly sunny today. And it's about 64 at the moment. Pretty comfy. All right, I've come a quick 8 kilometers. Weather's decent so far, no rain. I'm following more rural roads here today as I cut from the National Danish Route 1, the West Coastal Route, down to Himmerdalstien, which is a 79 kilometer gravel path that will take me all the way down to Viborg. This might be kind of gross, but you can see there's a ton of flies just licking the sweat off of my seat right now. This is obviously a very buggy area, but good enough for lunch. Almost done. I was coming down this path here and I noticed these shelters along the route, so I've only done about 34 kilometers today. Might make for a longer day tomorrow, but I can't pass up such a beautiful free spot. And I don't even have to pack up my tent, which will make my life so much easier. So it's official. Quick 5-minute setup. Gotta love that. Now time to chill. There's even a little outhouse with wet wipes in there. Pretty classy. I'm on my final charge here. 3 down. So I'm gonna lounge and play some old school Game Boy DS for tonight. It is just past 8 o'clock. I'm gonna get my dinner started here. We got some wiener Grida, which I thought was gonna be like a pot roast, but it's more of like meatballs with vegetables, carrots, cabbage, onion. Gonna need to add some liquid to this before I cook it down a bit. It's just about ready. A little bit bland, but decent. And then I got the last of the chips and some chocolate for dessert. That's basically the end of my food box, except for the oatmeal, of course. I'm thinking I might do a hostel stay tomorrow in Viborg, and maybe a rest day after that. Time will tell. It's 5:30 here. There's just this giant fog cloud ahead of me. Quite chilly this morning. I put my rain pants back on. Now I'm back in after a quick pee. Definitely gonna wait out some proper morning heat. Good morning. It's about 9:30. Beautiful day here. A bit overcast, but not too bad. Should be a lovely day for a ride. They're not calling for any rain today. I have potentially over 60 kilometers to Viborg, so I'm getting started here. It got quite cold at night, so I ended up putting on my rain pants and an extra pair of socks, but that did the trick. Slept well. It's so nice to wake up to nature. Let's get going. And just like that, she's ready to go. Right around 10 a.m. now. There's going to be a lot of gravel road today and mostly farmland. Also, I don't have a lot of charge left in my phone, so I'm going to record sparingly and get back with you in Viborg. It's been drizzling for like 20-30 minutes now. I've gotten a bit wet, but rolling just fine. I only have 3 kilometers into Ars, which is the first big town today. Probably gonna hit the grocery store and try and fill up my water somewhere as well. I am on my last drops now. It sounds like the rain is picking up. I decided to stop in this little tree tunnel in hopes that it would protect me a bit, and so far it's working. But I'm gonna check the radar. Back on the Himmeldalstien, making good progress. The rain just finally stopped. My Caesar salad is still on top of my bag, so I'm happy about that. I have done about 16 kilometers, and I have another potentially 40 to 50 to go. So, gonna keep grinding. Just another kilometer or so down the way. Found a nice little picnic area with water, so I'm gonna fill up here. Okay, weather's holding up all right. I'm on a real nice straightaway here. I've done about 26 kilometers now. I just checked the map. I have about 40 still to go. So this is gonna be easily the longest day yet. Just gonna have to grind her out. It's only about 1 o'clock now, so should have plenty of time. Just pulled up to this set of picnic tables here. Got my Caesar salad going here. A little bit of chocolate and another banana today. That should get me all the way to Viborg. It's about 16 kilometers left, so I've been really grinding it. I've done another 23 since you were last with me. Just gonna finish up strong. I just booked 2 nights at a hostel there, so rest day tomorrow. Looking forward to it. All right, made it to Viborg. No rain at the moment. I'm beat, but I got less than a kilometer down to the hostel. So far, this town seems pretty nice. Ooh, just rolled up, 4:30. This will do. It's kind of cute. It's got a nice Danish feel to it. This Oasen bed and breakfast / hostel has breakfast in the morning as well, so I might splurge on that for the next few days. I'm gonna bring in all my stuff and do a gear bomb. Drink some water, eat some food, go to the grocery store, do my thing. Peace. And just like that, everything is out, charging, clothes off. It's time for a shower. Open the windows a bit because it's kind of muggy in here, but I'm sure it'll be comfy once I cool down.
SpongeBob in Danish is glorious.
I slammed a bunch of food last night and then went to bed. Now I got breakfast here at Owassen. And then in an hour, I'm going to be watching the third place Women's World Cup game. So, should be a lovely day.
Looks like Sweden's gonna pull off the dub. Woo! Taking third, baby. Not bad. They're calling for some rain later today, so I'm gonna walk into town, get some more groceries, and see what there is to look at. I found my section. My cans. Alright, got some snacks, some camping food, some biking gloves. That should be a nice addition. When I was walking around downtown, I noticed a buffet sushi place, so I'm about to hit that now that I'm real hungry for lunch. Viborg ended up being a much smaller town than I anticipated. It's just a touch smaller than my hometown in Sweden of Skövde, but it does have a bit more history, or at least older buildings, which is nice. The downtown is beautiful, and the people seem to be very friendly, so I love that. You'll notice I'm in the same area as just a few hours before, but here, everything closes at 2 p.m. on Saturdays, and then it doesn't open again until Monday. Kind of crazy, but at least the sushi place is open every day. It's literally 3:30 p.m. and the streets are empty. It is very strange. I just had 32 pieces of sushi and 2 nigiri, plus a creme brulee, for the equivalent of about $20. So, feeling hype. Oh, plus a beer. And it's a lovely day in Viborg. Just checked out of the hostel, right around 11 a.m. now. The final World Cup ladies game, soccer of course, is in an hour, so I'm gonna walk around town a little before hitting the sports pub. Really nice old town vibe here with the cobblestones below. Old brick buildings, churches and such. Just walking back from the pub. It's about 2 p.m. now. I've got, I think, 35 kilometers to put in today, so gonna get going right away.
After putting in my longest day yet and enjoying some much needed rest in Viborg, it was time to set off again. In the next video, we enjoy the natural beauty of Denmark as we make our way south toward the German border. If you are enjoying the content, please subscribe down below. Thanks for watching.